like to bring in something that's thematic, and also bring in some Buddhist practices into that. So, okay, so what do I mean by that? Right. So it's the Olympics, as we all know, and I was quite touched by learning that one of the athletes, Simone Biles, who's a young gymnast, and if I heard correctly on the radio, she's the most decorated um, 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 female gymnast. Anyway, so she decided to pull out and not compete because of mental health. And what I heard is that it's very common for gymnasts, etc. Well, not very common, but the reason why they would pull out of competition at the Olympics at this stage usually is because of an injury. It's physical health. It has never been mental health. And her making that statement, really that courageous statement of self-care, is so inspiring, to really not just take care of our physical health, but our mental health. And of course, we can imagine how much pressure an Olympian like her would be under. And of course, we all have pressures in our lives of different kinds. So self-care, of course, I mean, we know this in many ways. We already know this as practitioners. And yet it is wonderful to see it in the zeitgeist. And I think Olympics being an international event that unifies all of humanity, to see an Olympian at this level really take a step to take care of herself for mental health is I just wanted to bring that in. I wanted to bring that theme in, as worthy of our happy hour to give a nod to, for all of us in this community, for all of us taking care of ourselves physically, emotionally, mentally, self-care, and not being ashamed of it. There is no shame in self-care. There is no shame. It's so important, and it's actually an act of courage. It's really an act of strength. And we can see it perhaps for Simone Biles, when I see for her, wow, that's very courageous. Yay, you go, girl, pulling out for mental health. Wow, what an act of strength, right? I can see it for her. You can see it for her. I trust you. I trust you can. Now see if you can see it for yourself. If it's possible for you to see it for yourself. If there's a day you're just not, it's so too stressed out. It's just too hard. Would you think of it, oh no, I'm going to push through. I'm just going to push through, and no, oh, my mental health is not important enough. I'm not sick. I don't have an illness. Do we not see it for ourselves? Do we appreciate it for others, but not for ourselves? So that's one reflection I like to bring up for us to sit with in this happy hour. Appreciation of self-care, the courage of self-care. And the other theme I want to bring in is one practice to offer ourselves self-care. There are many ways to offer self-care. The practice of metta, compassion, presence, and the way to, I'd like to invite us to explore tonight is one of holding presence in the physical body. So just as the Buddha, there is the image of the Buddha, the one of them, the common images, statues, or the mudras, the mudra, this hand movement of the Buddha touching the earth, grounding himself. So the mudra of the Buddha touching the earth, grounding it. As earth may be my witness, I am here. I am here. I have the right to be here. I am here. So connecting with the earth, the sense of stability of the earth, touching the earth with our bodies, and also feeling the solidity of the body, the earth element in the body, throughout the body. So that's another thing I like to bring in, because at times when the mind is going all over the place or it's just very challenging, this can be a support. This grounding oneself, feeling sensations of the earth, grounded in the earth element in the body.